Well, good morning. Welcome back to BallySpring. It does get dark on this map at night. We finished up kind of late yesterday. Things are taking a long time. We're busy. We were picking stones, making hay. I don't know, we were spreading slurry, all kinds of things yesterday. Oh, I think I remember why I'm in here. I wanted to drop these stones off. I brought them back here to the yard. I think we're going to put them over across the way over here, I think. I have not emptied these out of here before, so I do not know how it will behave. I'm figuring over this corner of this kind of lot area. Let's see. I guess check the help menu. Okay, help window's open. Oh, both bumpers, okay. Pretty good pile. That's about where I wanted it. Would have been nice little, but we'll probably have more. So the skid steer is kind of a little like the T25 on the old Bullock farm. It gets up and goes, and you got to kind of be careful with your steering inputs on it. So using a worker to pick stones, I don't know, he quit halfway through and then just couldn't start again. You got to pay attention. Once you stop them and try and start them again, a lot of times they'll want to just, I don't know, go the wrong way. Let's drop this down. I think I found that if you have it low as it's supposed to be, it doesn't go quite as quick. Heck of a time with the steering input on this. I don't know why. There we go. Oh, maybe it's too low. It's drifting. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, a little too low. And then sometimes it'll bounce. If you are going at the high rate of speed, it'll bounce and not hit a spot. So yeah, you gotta kind of keep an eye on it. I'm not quite sure what we'll do over here. Maybe I go around a couple of times, try and figure out. Oh, try and lift it, because I think it's like a tool. Put a cereal crop in this field. Whatever we put in the other field, we'll put in this one. Monocrop it. And the reason being, all we really want is straw. And then we can go back to grass. We're really a dairy operation more than we are a farm per se. And that, I guess, is fairly typical for Ireland. If I'm wrong, correct me. Okay, it came out a little far probably on this edge. Main reason we plowed this was for the yield growth, or the increase the yield percentage. Oh, I forgot, we're gonna try and play some of the little games with precision farming to try going back the other way, see how that works out for me. Thinking the best course of action here is just let her go. And we'll come back later and see how far she got. This field right next to the yard, I'll go ahead and spread lime on it. Which way did I turn? I don't remember. I don't want to do that. End up doing the owl head turn. We're going to come through this field, which we've already lined. We need to slurry that one. I think I missed that. I did. Wow. That's cutting it close. don't remember how big of a spread width this had. Let's see if I can remember this here. I gotta open up the... I thought that was open the slider. That opens the slider. Gotta engage the wheel. Then we can turn it on. There we go. So if we open the mini map, does that give us pH? It does. Distance, there we go. Oh, hope we're not getting over broadcasting down into the water. And then hopefully squeeze past this gate without hitting it. There we go. Yeah, remembering that we have the lime buy station right here at the farm makes it a lot easier. Last time I went and got an extra load, I think at the store unnecessarily. Now in precision farming, I can't get that little tiny bit that I missed. It just doesn't work that way. Oh, I should go fairly quick. That's good. It's an odd shaped field, but I think precision farming just makes it more difficult. Because it doesn't like to visually represent getting full coverage. Like here, I'll hit the thing since we're on, you know, it says, oh, doesn't need it at all there. So visually it certainly looks like it does, but apparently according to the mini map and precision farming, we got lime over the whole field. So I think I got field info open, so it's gonna say we're perfect for nitrogen, we're perfect for pH. What I don't like is the fact that it's gonna be kind of, well, it's gonna have that white texture in the grass, so we want to lime before we put the slurry on, I think, for future reference. I should probably close that gate on the other side of that field out near the road, but We already did the lime in that field, so we're okay. Let's take a look, see how she's doing. Is she doing? The money's not going down, which means she stopped. That's not good. So, well, it's down on this end, so I don't have to walk so far. Or she left it down on this end. What much did she do? Not much. So what potentially led to this? I don't know. So the tricky thing about doing stones with workers is sometimes they'll end up turning the wrong way. Oh, I want to be going. I want to be going 270. So I got the worker hired, we'll see what happens. But a lot of times what will happen is they'll just turn and go over what they already went over for no reason whatsoever. Let's see what he does when he gets to the end. It's actually almost to the point where I need to take over anyway. So we'll see which way he does. What are you gonna do, buddy? You can go the right way. Well, that's good. We'll get a couple more passes out of him. So when I get to the other end of the field, close to the tractor, I'll hop out and I'm gonna go get, what do I need to get? The baler, I think. Oh, I gotta go all the way to the end, are you, huh? You confused? What's going on? They bounced. They bounced and got confused. Then he hit the hedge. And then he turned around. Okay. Keep going, dude. Alright. If he goes up and down a couple more times, that's okay. I'll be back by then. So our pH is good. We need nitrogen in here. I got to drill both of those fields too. And it's September. Yeah, there's so much to do right now. I'm borderline overwhelmed. And come in a little closer, I think. Bring the camera in closer. No. Somebody said, hey, you can take that fence section out. It's like, I don't want to. I like the challenge of the tight yard, but yeah. It'll take some practice, I guess. So what did I say I was going to do? I was going to grab the baler. We're making hay, right? It's already windrowed in all the fields, I think. I'm just trying to think how I can most effectively use a worker to help me. have to do the baling myself, I know that. Maybe drilling. I should just turn it off. I know I'm going to need to intervene. Oh my God. Yep. What did he do? How did he end up over there? How did he end up over there? I thought he was... I guess he came down and back one more time with it. Hopefully tomorrow I can remember to change my shirt. Been wearing the same shirt for the last 2 months. No. Let's pull that up just so I got a good... You know what? I'm gonna slow my... cruise control down to 12. Just 'cause at 18 he bounces a bit. I want to make sure I get everything here. Oop. He says, as he misses a handful of stones. There we go. See it come out a little farther. There we go. On this line. I figured he'd get messed up over on this end. Alright, opposite of 270 is going to be 090. Pretty close. Characteristic for Ireland because they make all those stone walls with all the stones that they dig up out of the fields. There's other maps like, I don't know, are stones common in Ohio? What we're doing Ohio farm? I'm not sure. I'm inclined to say I don't think so. I think in Pennsylvania you get them. Nebraska you don't. You don't really got them. You don't really gotta go through all this extra effort in Nebraska because you're not gonna dig up stones, very likely. You could probably go out there and just pick the one up that you dug up. And that'd be the only one. Alright, so let's pull that up. Let's close that and let's take a look at the map. I paid that guy 173 euros for not a whole lot of work. Alright, anyway. Okay, map. This one should give us the stones. We're in this field here. It's loading, it's loaded, it's decided. We got them all. Okay. That's good. That's good. Let's go dump them. I'm gonna need to go get seed. How am I gonna do that? Put it on the bale trailer? I wonder if that forklift can lift. I could go get a pallet with the Land Rover maybe. I think I'll just go bale. I think I'm gonna bale. Dump these here. Maybe a little more there. Nice. I think what I'll do is I'll put it in the shed with the combine. Just put it away, camp back in the corner, because it's not something we're going to need again anytime soon. There's a lot of space in this shed here. So we'll just put it back in this corner. Kind of forget about it. Not in the sense of forget that we have it. We might need it some other day, but alright. I think I'm gonna move the bucket because this is where hay bales are gonna go. And then put the bale spike on it. I might change the bale spike. This is the one that came with the Massey Ferguson 711. I like call it 711. I don't think the Europeans do that. Leave it right here for now. But I think I want to get a bale spike that's got a little bit more support in the back, a little higher, so that we can pick up a couple bales at a time. There's a few homemade ones that might fit the bill. We need to try and be cognizant of time too. We're not going to get terribly far, are we? Not if we keep having to help the workers out. So what I want to do with these hay fields is I want to lime them and then spread slurry on them right away. As soon as we get the hay off of them. Am I not in the right spot? I guess you don't want to be right on top of the post. It's kind of weird, you know, some mods or like gates, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you got to go to the end. That one's a little different. Let's get around the calves here. I'm hoping they're all good on food. Well, they're pretty good. We started okay on food. I'm kind of in a bit of a, I don't know, feel like I'm in a rush to get the component parts to mix up the total mix ration. But we were okay with feed, really. I guess we'll close this gate so we're okay. Come through and get that windrow. All right. What do we got? Is the first bale going to be straw? My guess is yes. It's 95% straw now. But I don't know. Nope. What happened? Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. So we lost all the straw. Wow, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. Usually it like starts coming out and your first bale will be whatever it was the most of, or maybe it'll switch to the new thing that you're taking in. I've never seen it actually just completely disappear. That's kind of a bummer because we could have probably used that straw. Oh well. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Does this have automatic drop I have to turn on? It may. That's weird. Usually with a square baler like this, that's not right, is it? Huh. Okay. Or maybe it finished that bale right away and made it, hey, that's probably what actually happened. All right. Do you see something for automatic drop? I don't. What's going on? Alright, if they're not going to drop off there automatically, that's going to be a problem. Let's see what happens. Why we're not picking up. What's going on? That's my window. What is happening? Okay, I turned trailer fill limit off, which is something I normally have on. that seemed to be it, but I had it that way when we were doing straw earlier. Maybe the hay's heavier than straw. I used this on... No, I didn't. I was gonna say I used this baler on Purbeck, but I did not. So that's interesting. It appears there's some sort of conflict between the trailer fill limit setting and this baler. Because once I turned that off, the problem went away. We got a little bit of a problem with the pickup. Pickup's a little low on this sometimes, so if you back up without raising the pickup, which you probably shouldn't do, you start to run into problems. Which is probably good. Make it realistic for you. I should have reset the bale counter, but I didn't. Just because I don't know the controls to do it, but I got the help window open, which I normally don't, so I'm seeing it. Because I was trying to figure out what was going on with the baler. There we go. Guess we'll just hop in the line right here. Not an opportune place for that bale to go down though. Gonna have to try and remember to turn bale fill limit on later. Alright, I guess probably best to get a time lapse going. This could take a little bit. Let me get rid of the help. I almost turned the trailer fill limit back on. Okay, so if I'm gonna back up, I'm gonna raise it and I'm gonna lower it. All right. So now would be a good time to maybe start that time lapse. Finishing up the baling here behind the house. I'm not quite sure how many we got. When I go into the menu to turn the trailer limits back on, I'll swing by the statistics page and take a look. I'm gonna see if I can nudge this bale out of the way to get, there we go. This baler's got a pretty generous pickup on it, so you don't miss too much. I think I did not do a great job digging some of it out of the along the fence line here. Yep, I'm getting some. I think there's some here too. So we'll see if that generous pickup, I don't know if this is the texture of the grass because I'm outside the field, maybe. And it's going up. In the other field, I thought I was missing some, but it was really just kind of the lighting of the sun coming through the trees. So we'll try and run close to the hedge here with the baler and see if we get any more. There we go. And I know I had a tough time over by this wall with the rake. Although it doesn't look like I'm getting anything. Uh-oh. I might have got myself into a quandary here. Alright. I think there might be some grass. I hope it doesn't turn this whole bale to grass. Yeah, it's just the texture, paint texture. Okay, we're gonna raise that, turn that off. I'm not going to drop them here. I'm going to take them into the yard and drop them there. It'll save me having to haul 2 bales. If I can get through the gates okay with that bale hanging off the back there. From this direction, I think it'll be not too difficult. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I guess we'll just drop them right here. There we go. We'll fold it up. So it looks like we got 23 bales, and when I was in there, I forgot to turn on the bale limits, or not bale limit, the trailer limit, like I had intended to. Because I got distracted, I looked and we've got rain coming. Probably about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm not quite, not sure what to do. We need to drill fields. That would be good before it rained. We could always, well, I want to get these hay bales off the fields before it rains. I think that's probably the priority. I also did not look to see what the different sizes of the bales were, so we ended up just making the biggest hay bales that we could, I think. Guess we can always just hold them over the feed mixer till we put in the amount that we want. Should get the ones farthest away from the house first, probably. So I got, bouncy, bouncy. So I'll go back and get the bale trailer with Ford, and then we'll get everything through all at once. Okay, let's get everything through. That's bumpy. Yeah, I'm thinking it takes a lot of time to get back to these fields and the opening and closing of the gates and everything. I don't know. I think maybe that's something I got to look into, maybe editing out. Either that or not be realistic and just leave the gates open. Yeah. But yeah, we're out here. I'd really be preferring to drill the fields right now, but because we got rain coming and we got hay bales and square ones at that out in the fields, I don't want them to get wet. So the idea is we're gonna have to get them under cover. I don't know where the best place to park this is. I'll just put it right here. And go back, get the skid steer. I did soil sample the pasture, didn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. We're gonna leave this gate open for now. So I was able to move 2 straw bales. 3 I think was too much. I think the hay bales are going to weigh more. Let's see what we got here. I do have the weights on the back. I think I could add 1 more is all. So, no. Need to put it down a little harder, I guess. Slide with me. Yeah, we're fine too. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not so much. I wonder if I can stack them 3 high on this trailer though. We'll start loading from the back. Then I'll probably just load one side first to try and get weight evenly distributed on the trailer from front to rear, so it's not pulling up on the hitch, not pushing down on the hitch. Try going too high, and then if I got more bales, I may go 3 high. Try and get everything off the field at once. I'm going to work on this for a little bit. We'll either time lapse or jump cut is appropriate. See you on the other side. I think I got all the bales off the field. I didn't want to put any more on here, I'm afraid it's going to be overloaded the way it is. Oh, okay. Seem to be alright. I've got 2 more on the front of the skid steer. It's, what, almost lunchtime. And I'm sure we're probably running out of time for this episode. So we'll get this back to the yard and we'll probably end this one. We'll come back after lunch and we'll get the bales off the other field before it starts to rain. And then while it's raining, I guess maybe we can try and figure out how to get some seed. Maybe we'll take the Land Rover down. And I'd like to knock all the trips out at once, but I'm not sure we're going to get this trailer unloaded. I'm almost thinking about parking the trailer in the shed and then just using the skid steer to try and get all the other bales off the field and just run them into the yard on the front of the skid steer. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how to save time before it starts raining and get all these off the field. This track's kind of bumpy though. I'm afraid I'll lose that top bale. So if I'm going to be losing bales and having to chase them down, that's not really saving me anything. But yeah, we got stones picked off of the field. We got some lime spread. We baled all of our hay and we cleared the bales off of the larger of the fields. So it was a pretty productive morning here on morning mid-September. I appreciate you hanging out with me here at BallySpring. I know your time is valuable to you, and I really appreciate that you chose to spend some of it here with me. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. And if you don't subscribe yet, why not? Don't cost nothing. Ooh, it's tight. Like a glove. Could have done a little better job, but that was not bad, to be honest with you. Come back and join us again. We'll see you next time.
PlayStation